After so many years, the Dyatlov Pass Incident has quite possibly been solved. Not completely, but here is a quick summary of the incident.
Of 9 hikers were found scattered across the snow on a mountain in Russia. Rescuers were sent to find them only to discover their tent had been cut open from the inside. Their bodies were found laying in the snow, and some were only dressed in their underwear. 2 bodies were missing eyes, and 1 was missing a tongue. They had fled the tent barefoot in sub-zero temperatures. 1 had a fractured skull, another had a twisted neck, and others showed signs of massive internal injuries. Though investigators ruled it as a natural event, like hypothermia, the bizarre details continue to fuel theories, some far darker than a natural event.
Somebody has finally found evidence and also dialogue to give us an idea of what might have happened. Because there's the summary right here. It says January 23rd, 1959, a group of 10 experienced hikers and skiers who were students of Ural Polytechnical Institute set off on a skiing expedition in the northern Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. One of the skiers, Yuri Newton, had to drop off the expedition after falling ill 5 days into the trip. The remaining hikers continued on but did not check with their sports club when expected. A search was launched, and the searchers found the hikers' campsite on February 26th. All were dead, with Yuri Newton as the only survivor. The scene of the campsite where the hikers died is not consistent with any basic explanation, leading to much speculation. Known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident is named after Igor Dyatlov, who actually made this expedition happen. Okay, right here. When Yuri was asked what happened to his people, he, until his death in 2013, all believed that the Soviet military had to be involved with this. He believed that they stumbled across a military exercise and that the Soviet government bore responsibility for the loss of his companions, and that all of them were expert hikers and skiers and were well maintained to handle anything natural like avalanches or snowstorms. And also based on common knowledge that they actually studied this for weeks on end. Which, after, Yuri also noted that after the searchers found the campsite, that the military was more concerned with what the skiers were actually doing there and not what happened to them. After that, he was asked to identify the items at the campsite. He found that some of them did not belong to the group, including a pair of glasses, a pair of skis, fragments of a ski, and piece of cloth that he identified to be a part of a soldier's coat. Which is kind of obvious that it's not with them because they're all college kids. But in his research journal, he referred to a soldier's tape and wrote that he was confident among all the items that the journal was tried to bring to the attention of the colonel who was with him at the time, but ignored it. He speculated that the official searchers found the hiker's campsite. The military had already been there and pointed to these items as proof. Newton also posed the rhetorical question, saying, "If something as mundane as an avalanche caused the death of my friends, why did the government close the case so quickly and mark it as classified?" He also noted in his journal that there was one factor at the site of his death that none of the normal suggestions could have explained, with the mild radioactivity of the bodies and clothes of the hikers. the people in the expedition. The man in the far upper left is Igor Dyatlov, the man for whom this incident is named, and in the bottom right is Yuri Yudin, the only survivor